What's up, Keep Pounding crew? Back today with another video. Keep pounding! Today's topic is Mathew Stafford and why we should trade for him. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, and leave a comment down below. Let's dive on in. Alright, so Mathew Stafford trade. Big Cat suggested that we trade Teddy Bridgewater in our first round pick down to get a second round pick, Stafford, and a fifth round pick. And I'm going to tell you why I would like to have the fourth round pick instead of the fifth. Because the fourth round pick is your money round. There's a lot of options for us to fill in some of the gaps, maybe a corner, defensive tackle, for instance, or maybe linebacker. So the fourth round is going to be a very, very interesting round for us in this draft, and potentially the third as well. It all depends on what is still there when we go digging. Now, I'm going to add on to this an extra little tidbit of a trade that goes a little something like this. KK Short, Chris Reed, and Michael Schofield for a sixth round pick in the 2022 draft. So, not only are you doing the Mathew Stafford trade, but you also have this trade in the back burner. And that would really, really benefit us down the road. And you might get a fifth for that second trade. But let me tell you how these trades help us. We have issues on the offensive line. We have issues at corner. We have issues at linebacker. We have issues at defensive tackle. We have issues at... let me stop you right there. Because, you know what? All of these needs can be met in a matter of 2 drafts. And the rest of these picks are depth. If we make this trade happen. How are the Lions going to ignore a number 7 pick plus a number 8 pick in the first round? Plus Teddy Bridgewater as your backup quarterback. And we get a fourth out of it, which benefits us. And if you see my mock drafts on my Keep Pounding Facebook page, you know already what is going to be available around those picks and what kind of a gold mine we can find to satisfy those positions, especially at corner and off in the guard. So keep in mind now, we still don't know what could be available. We don't know what these teams are going to pick. We have no idea. But based on the options available, and you can still find some decent tackles in the second round. You can still find some really, really decent tackles in the second round, along with your middle linebacker pick. And you're looking at maybe a corner or a guard in the third round. Fourth round is where it gets real hot because you're going to need a defensive tackle. You're going to need a second corner. You're going to need a guard if you didn't pick one up in the third. And, there could be a wide receiver available around that time. You never know. But this goes along with what I've been doing mock drafts wise for the past 2 to 3 weeks now. I would say the past month. This clicks perfectly with it. And, if you're lucky and you've got an extra pick left over, you can get a tight end. Probably Eubanks in the 6th round or the 5th, if he's still there. Keywords, if he's still there. But, the thing is, let's dive into these contract numbers, and I can tell you exactly why I like this trade from a contractual area of this. Uh, 2021, Matthew Stafford is set to make $33 million. Excuse me, and the Lions would keep 13 million of that. So you're essentially looking at about $20 million in money that would be going towards paying his contract. $26 million in the next year in 2022, and then $3 million in 2023. So the contract looks good, right? Now you take a look at Teddy Bridgewater. Look at Teddy Bridgewater, and we paid this man $60 million, 63 technically, over 3 years. We have a dead money savings of how much? $20 million. He's set to be paid $23 million in 2021 and $26 million in 2022. Folks, the numbers add up. And I'm telling you, if you make this trade offer in the right way and you don't get shafted on the trade, this could be everything we need to build this team up. You got Mathew Stafford for 3 to 4 years while we draft another quarterback next year to get ready to go, once Stafford retires. And once that new quarterback comes in and Stafford retires, we'll have a loaded deck. That's the goal here. We'll have depth. We'll have all our positions solved. By that point, we'll have a line for him. The only difficulty we're really going to have in securing that is beating the injuries on the offensive line. And what do I mean by that? We have a ton of injuries on the offensive line, particularly on the left side, that has been plaguing us since the Super Bowl. So we need to win that battle against those injuries and get enough offensive tackles. And I'm talking about we need an offensive tackle and an offensive guard every single draft in order to win that battle. We need somebody that's going to last 3 to 5 years at both positions, every pick that we make. And we need to try to keep him as healthy as we possibly can. That's how we're going to win that battle. And there were some exercises that Ron Rivera's crew were doing in the last training camp in 2019 that they did. New nutrition diets and stuff like that. And I think that may lead to something positive as far as preventing the preventable injuries. So, you tell me, man, is this a great idea? Could this lead to something positive? And I might even be willing to throw Will Grier in there in that trade as a little extra incentive to possibly push that second pickup to maybe a third round. Or it may be the incentive needed to push that up to a fourth round pick instead of a fifth. But hey, that really would solve our problem right there. And I do see where we could make room for this to happen. We could restructure some contracts. We could move people around, cut some people, package some people up in some trades and get a late round draft pick. I see it. I see it, man. Do you see it, Panthers fans? Let me know. This is the Keep Pounding crew. Keep pounding.